On this episode of Lapeef Let's Talk,
and that you're gonna get exposed to different women, and that's what happens. The only thing on Bankhead is Jazzy Tees. That's it. Best strip club in the world. That's it.
All right, y'all want to get to Kayla before you guys finish the conversation. Kayla, why do we care if people date outside their race?
I've been thinking about it. I don't really know why I know why other people care. I'll just start with my perspective. I don't personally care. I'm pro-Black. I'm gonna procreate Black, and there's nothing around that. But I do think that the only issue that I take when people date outside of their race is when they don't require or care if that person embraces or respects the culture that they are intermingling into.
Why do people differentiate between what's light skin and dark skin? How is it any different than what's happening worldwide? How do you pick and choose? Listen, since the beginning of time, people have been tribal.
Okay.
And it's gone outside of what was necessary in order to be tribal. Tribal often at times in the very beginning of time aligned with what the need was. It had nothing to do with what separated you from a looks perspective at all. That's something that's relatively new. That's not something that historically is correct according to how it is that you're trying to align yourself. When we civilize the world and we stop focusing on what the need was and being tribal in that aspect, we then had time to start to separate ourselves based off of how we feel. And this is what you're seeing today. I'm telling you, bro, you really need to get outside of America and see what's happening all across the board, bro. The same thing that's happening here is happening everywhere. And bro, you can get on any app and talk to go get on Clubhouse and talk to people that's over in London that's Black and ask them what it is that they feel. They're going to say the exact same sentiment and a very similar perspective as you got right now.
Correct. Because most people tend to align with people that look like them. So I'm trying to figure out what's the part that's you say you have a hard time understanding that. So
my point is, Rilla, I
get your point.
Why do you?
I get
right?
Your point.
As educated as you are, as much understanding as you have, as much as you align with the word of God as you say you do, right? Why do you still have the same perspective regardless of what? I don't care if the whole world feel a certain type of way. That's not how I'm going to move, right? As far as how it is that I decide to align with people. I'm going to make my own rules and establish my own sentiment as to whether or not I'm going to rock with somebody. And it's not going to be based off of pressure from society at large.
Hey man,
if I'm going to rock with somebody based off of character, I'm going to rock with somebody based off of character. I don't care what they're doing in Dearborn. I don't care what they're doing on YouTube. As a matter of fact,
I think you,
the majority, you even said it, and everybody on this panel has said it, the majority of what's happening on YouTube is not what we experiencing in real life.
Yeah, but
see a bunch of dudes that be mad at chicks in real life. Why am I going to start subjecting myself to the narrative that I see on social media when in real life, that is what the majority of our experiences are not this, bro.
But no, really is partially right though, because you know what I'm saying, Black people are tribal. But this is the thing. You missing one concept, Rilla. When Black people have access to other tribes, then they become less tribal. So when you start seeing you can't, you can't deny that. Once they have access,
I want to see even in Atlanta.
Wait. Let me finish though. Let me finish because you don't know. I might say it and then you might agree. So you got to think about this: is that they are tribal, but they have certain access to certain things. Once they get certain status and once they get certain wealth, they had access to different things. So that's why you see them start trying new things, new food, new cars, new clothes, and guess what come along with that? New women. So I'm with you. Yes, Black people are tribal. They stick to their tribe. They date they women. They do everything within a tribe. But once they have access outside of their tribe, guess what they're going to start trying? Everything outside of their tribe. And go ahead.
I would disagree. And if you I don't know if you in the A or if you in Georgia, Mr. Pookie, but if you in the A, You know,
yes, sir.
you know for a fact who run the black nightclub scene in Atlanta.
Yes, sir.
And can't nobody get in on that because they all align as Eritreans.
Then why would you want to go if you feel differently? Is my point.
And it's still within a tribe.
Hold on, Anton.
It's still within a tribe. But
Correct.
guess what? I'm gonna throw something at you,
do
though,
they
right?
not have
I'm gonna throw
access
something at
to
you,
your
real.
point? Do they not have access?
But no, I'm gonna throw something at you, though, right?
Wait, but you got to answer that part. Do they not have the access that you talked about?
Listen, though, I'm telling you, I'm answering your question, right? Where do they typically stay at? Is it within a tribe or outside of a tribe?
Within a tribe.
No, bruh.
Who?
No.
Listen,
Buckhead became
names now?
Bruh, look, check this out. Once they get a certain level of resources, you don't ever see none of them. T.I. don't stay in West End. He don't stay in Bankhead. Guess what T.I. stay at? He stay outside of his tribe. Wait, let me finish.
Right,
where do his kids go to school? Within his tribe or outside his tribe? Do they drive the same cars as they tribe drive? Do they eat the same food that they tribe eat? No. Once they get resources, they have access outside of their tribe, and then that's where you start seeing it change.
But isn't that two different things, though? But isn't that two different things? Moving to another location, but yet still intermingling, marrying, having babies with your same culture, you're saying that's two different things. Is that not?
Let me say this.
I mean, even mentioning
I'll be quiet because
Hold on.
Let's one at a time.
But even mentioning T.I., yeah, he moved out. That's a lot of people move out. A lot of people should move out. Shout out Young Dolph. So yeah, you move out to a better area. Unfortunately, majority of the better areas are not populated with people that look like us. But it doesn't mean that I give up on people that look like me. That I'm going to go with a white man because I'm in a white neighborhood and I'm going to put raisins in my potato salad. That doesn't necessarily mean that I'm still relating.
Right? So look, watch this. A lot of these rappers is from Bankhead, right? You had T.I., you had Charlotte Low, you had all these people, right? So now once they got resources, did they build up Bankhead? No, Bankhead looked the same as they left it. Where they take their resources, they took it out because they develop a new tribe. So to that point that he's making, once you get outside of your tribe, you have that resource. All you're going to do is you're going to be exposed to different things. That's all I'm saying. And that you're going to get exposed to different women. And that's what happens. The only thing on Bankhead is Jazzy Tees. That's it. Best strip club in the world. That's it.
All right, y'all want to get to Kayla before you guys finish the conversation. Kayla, why do we care if people date outside their race?
I've been thinking about it. I don't really know why I know why other people care. I'll just start with my perspective. I don't personally care. I'm pro-Black. I'm gonna procreate Black, and there's nothing around that. But I do think that the only issue that I take when people date outside of their race is when they don't require or care if that person embraces or respects the culture that they are intermingling into.